Hey dear viewer, welcome back to Patterson Autos. I'm very excited for today's shoot. I'm finally showing you the CX-50, which is my favorite SUV in Mazda's lineup. It's the perfect adventure mobile for me. I think that it handles like a massive go-kart that is street legal on road. And I thought of nobody better to bring along and tell you about it than Matt Pinto, who's our sponsored driver. He is the driver of HRT Driver Development's number 936 Patterson Autos racing kart, and he's killing the game. I think he's destined for the MX-5 Cup, and he's probably going to be the next Oliver Jarvis. So keep an eye on him. Oh, here he is now. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Mars.
Why are you in all your gear?
I thought you said something about a time attack.
I did, but I can't have you ripping around the streets of Tustin just yet. That's next year. I'll tell you about it in just a little bit. Why don't you come in?
Are you growing out your facial hair?
What? Oh, no. Dude, this happens every time that I hop in a CX-50. You might want to slip into something more comfortable. We're actually going to get dirty today.
You got it. It corners really well, man. For an SUV, it's mainly flat.
Yeah, it drives like a massive go-kart. It's got that wider stance.
Yes.
Right? You're sitting a little bit lower than you would be in most SUVs, even though you have the clearance. It's set up that way. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too SUV-like, but, you know, as we were driving it off-road, it took everything we threw at it and then some. Mm-hmm. This is a really, you know, honestly, a really comprehensive, it's like a rally cross course. You got some asphalt immediately into some dirt with a lot of undulations. Mm-hmm. The car handles both really well.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw these are pretty low profile tires, so it's probably less than ideal for this kind of situation, but I still want to see what you think. It's an all-wheel drive system, and the advanced off-road mode actually picks up a lot of what you would need those big pudgy tires for.
Okay, very cool. Let's see what we got.
This is the turbo, not that you need all that extra horsepower to do the off-roading, but it's nice. It actually ups your towing capacity to 3,500 pounds.
Plenty.
So yeah, you could be towing your Miata and your go-kart or another off-road kart if you wanted to take it somewhere real wild.
Absolutely. 3,500 pounds is, you know, for all the things that we play with is plenty.
Yeah.
And this car is quick, man. It seriously is quick.
You get a little straightaway if you want to give it some gas. There you go.
Who doesn't love a good turbo whistle from an unassuming vehicle? This is some pretty fine sand too. It's super, super soft. It'll drop you right in.
Yeah, the all-wheel drive in this is actually predictive rather than reactive. So think of situations where like your wipers are going and it's 2 degrees out. It knows that it's going to be a frozen floor. So it's already going to be sending power to the rear rather than waiting for the slip.
That's very cool. You know, you felt it back there. It pulls you out some really fine dirt that most other things would get stuck in.
As long as there's no one coming, you can do a little donut, no problem. Just want you to feel it when the ground's a little bit less predictable, right? Because I've seen you... Because I see you watching the ground.
Yeah.
The idea behind this advanced off-road mode is that there will be some situations where you have a wheel coming off the ground.
Right.
And it applies braking force so that it has the traction once it lands.
Very cool. Yeah, man, we took that little topsy-turvy, no problem.
Yeah, you just gotta give it a little bit of trust. See what's over this way.
Let's do it. Piece of cake.
Yeah. Just the right amount of flex. So we didn't have a wheel coming off the ground because you took it nice and slow, but it's a situation where you could take it with a little bit more speed and you're fine. Yeah,
it's impressive that the anti-roll bars can be set to take something like this, but you know,
do you want to take this loop?
Yeah, let's do it. You get something on asphalt and it corners flat.
Explore a little more.
Let's do it. Keep her going.
If you want to give it some juice on the straightaway.
Let's do it.
Let's keep an eye out on that final
sport mode.
That blind corner on the end.
Oh man. That is way faster than it needs to be. But who doesn't love a little bit extra power?
Right, but I mean, imagine that on the highway, right? Sometimes faster is safer and you got to get out of trouble.
Merging on with some, especially here in California, you got a lot of semi-trucks, a lot of lanes.
Crazy Miata drivers.
I don't know what you're talking about with that one.
They're out there somewhere.
Maybe driving red Miatas or
Not
something.
you. Nope.
No way.
Me neither.
That is that was some serious punch. If you know, that's plenty for, I would say, almost anyone. I'm genuinely very impressed with this car.
Me too. If I could have another car, this would be it.
Yeah, there's nothing it can't do. It's plenty fast, taking everything we throw at it. On road tires that we were also just carving some corners with.
Yeah.
Does it get any better than that?
Mazda got a little bit of pushback on the thinner tires, but I mean, really the idea is that you're focusing on the 98% of your driving, right?
Absolutely.
And in most situations, you're just taking that last mile out to your campsite. So this does fine. If you really wanted to off-road it a lot more, then of course you can invest in a lighter set of wheels and some knobbier tires, which Mazda does have available in parts.
Easy solution.